Welcome to Waterloo School Student News, East High Edition. I'm Hunter Frank.
And I'm Jessica Boyd. How cool is it that one of our friends from East High, Janet Mason, had her own art show recently at East High? Also, you can check out the details here.
I want to make a note of that.
It's a great experience because outside of high school, in the real world, you actually do put on shows of your own work, and it's a great way for me to start doing that now. So I'll have that experience when I go to college and when I'm beyond college.
The solo art show is an amazing opportunity for students, and especially because we're focused on career readiness right now, it's a really authentic learning and career experience for students who are interested in art as a career, someone like Janet. And also a lot of students now are asking me, how can I get involved in this? How can I have my own solo art show? So I think it's a good inspiration for other students too.
For me, it's not so much about the subject, it's more about the process of making it. It's a way for me to release stress and emotion. I've been working with layers for a while now, and that's kind of where I found my little niche. If you are creating a portrait of someone, you're only showing their face or their body, and you're not showing the layers beneath and the different things that don't come through. So mine is basically based on layers and things that aren't shown in normal paintings.
She started off doing mostly drawing that was kind of one layer, and now her work has become a lot more dimensional. There's a lot more weight to it. She pulls from more visual resources and uses a really wide variety of materials. Her work has just really expanded, especially in terms of media and her process that she's using.
I started with National Geographic images. I collaged them all over the top, and then I stamped it with a stamp that I made out of linoleum, and then I painted on top of it and added a few details here and there. And then there you go, you have the remix of Girl with Pearl Earring. My art teachers have helped me continue on my studies and inspire me to be an art teacher. The assignments are always open, so if she gives you an assignment, you can interpret it in many different ways, and that's always helped me.
And students who would like to get involved in art can sign up. Fundamentals of Art is the introductory art course, and after that they can take any other art course ranging from sculpture to drawing and painting, jewelry, photography, mixed media. There's such a wide variety of options for students, and all they have to do is talk to their counselor.
You may have heard about the Leader in Me program happening in our schools. Becker Elementary students are truly embracing the 7 habits.
I am proud to be a leader.
Being a leader makes me feel happy, helpful.
It's fun to help people.
Last year, one of our big focuses was students owning their own learning, so it was more inside the classroom. This year, we felt like it was time to expand that ownership into the rest of the building outside of the classroom. One of our jobs that we have this year is the recycling team. We're really excited about this team because CenturyLink partnered with us to allow for us to have a recycling truck come and pick up our recycling every other week. The kids have advertised our recycling program, and they come around every Friday at 3 and pick up everybody's recycling. We have Becker ambassadors and we have service leaders. Our ambassadors are the ones that are a little bit more confident and would be comfortable with the public speaking. Our service leaders are more those behind the scenes people. So the people who are making the posters for that, or the people who are organizing something in here to be prepared for an event that we're having.
We're collecting things that people need that some people don't have for the Waterloo shelters. We're doing this to help other people because we want them to be happy. Service leader is someone that donates stuff for some people that don't have other things. I'm donating my time as a service leader.
I am a service leader. We deliver food back for people that don't have food, and they can get food back from us.
Our building and grounds leaders is headed up by one of our teachers and our head custodian. And they decided some things that could help with just keeping up of the building at the end of the day. So they go around outside and pick up trash. They clean off the black marks off the floor. They monitor our bathrooms.
I'm on the building and ground leaders. I go outside and pick up trash so I can help keep our playground clean.
I'm a building and grounds. I go get all those scuff marks off of the floor because I would like to make my school look presentable and a better place.
They know now that they're a part of things that's happening here, which makes them feel, I think, just a little bit more like, oh, this is my school.
Reinforcing positive behavior in our Waterloo schools is what we're all about. So So let's see how Bunger Middle School is making this happen in their school.
They have awesome teachers. It's a fun school, do like a lot of activities.
We basically get one of these if you do like something smart, like safety, manners, achievement, responsibility, or trustworthiness. The teacher will hand you one of these.
5 Smarties playing 3 to watch, and then we can go out to eat with whatever staff member we want for 50 Smarties, and I'm doing that today.
PBIS stands for Positive Behavior Interventions and Support, and what that does here at Bunger is we have our own acronym just like every other school does, and ours is SMART. We have the students right away when they come learn all about what that looks like. So we have different displays in the hallway, different displays, in each classroom, as a constant reminder that when we're here at Bunger, we're respectful to one another and we take this really seriously.
And I really saw a turn in how we discipline students. We no longer look at it as discipline, but we look at it as a reaction. How do we react to the behavior in order to help the student change the behavior, as opposed to sending them out into the hall or sending them to the office or sending them to in-school. We have an in-school suspension room now that's empty a lot of times because we're working to keep the kids in the classroom.
As a counselor, I'm huge on reflections. I feel like the more you're self-aware of what's happening with you and your behavior, the quicker you can fix it and learn from it. And so that just says, what did I do to get in trouble? What should I have done? What SMART thing, could I work on? And I think that's something that we do that is really beneficial for middle schoolers, just transitioning in general.
We saw a huge decrease in referrals, especially our first few years. Last year we targeted disrespect and defiance. It was something we really saw a need for. Saw a huge decrease in referrals, and that's one of the reasons we were asked then to present at the national conference in Chicago. That was really great for Josie and I to see what other schools are doing outside the district to try to implement some new things that might help us as well.
Every Monday for one whole semester, we focused on what it means to be respectful. And so we really focused on that, and we dropped our numbers from the year before from 107 down to 25 for the year.
PBIS at Bunger is really part of what we do. We don't look at it as another initiative. We don't look at it as something extra. It's really part of our foundation. It's ingrained in our students. It's ingrained in our teachers.
PBIS is completely successful because of our staff. It's possible for any middle school to do this, and as long as you have staff that believes in it, administration that believes in it, your kids will believe in it too.
IGAG, a unique name for this program, is helping students stay on track for a bright future.
Here's more about Iowa Jobs for America's Graduates, or IGAG.
IGAG is Iowa Jobs for America's Graduates.
It's more than a school program. It's just like a life program helping you be more prepared for when you graduate high school and move on with the real world.
I think of it as more of like a positive class. It just teaches people where they're going to go like in life if they have no idea what they want to do for a career, where they want to go to college. It just gives people a better understanding of what their future is going to be like.
Being the vice president, it makes me feel like I have a huge role in the program. Like I have to get the job done. In school, I gotta do my work, I gotta set the example.
Every 2 weeks we have A to Z daycare come in with the preschoolers, and we color with them for Halloween. We make Halloween masks, we read stories to them. I love when they come in because they're so happy.
I feel good to interact with the little kids because they look up to us. And IGAG's teaching us how to be more positive, so might as well teach that to the younger generation.
IGAG, for me personally, it has in some ways made me a better person, and more than a better person, a better man, helping out with the community more. IGAG teaches you everybody is great in their own way, and if you accept that, the world can be a better place.
What it's done for my other classmates, it changed their whole life around. Like, they don't hang out with the people that they did bad things with. Their language isn't as bad. It's a huge change for them. Like, they're complete better people now.
I had no clue of what I wanted to be, and we've been job shadowing people lately. We've just been going on field trips, figuring out what we're going to do, and just gives me a better idea of some things that I'd like to be.
Jessica, did you hear that IGAG started their first annual canned food drive in the month of December?
Really?
For the Northeast Iowa Food Bank.
That's
fantastic.
Crazy.
Yeah. Well, one more thing that we would like to share with you is that East High has now made a Twitter page for our own personal announcements. If you missed the announcements at school, or you are a recent graduate of East High but still want to stay in the loop and be hip and cool, follow us at capital E Announcements.
Also, with our Twitter page, we will be informing you not only of what's going on at East High and all the things that we do for the community, etc. We will be informing you about events that happen in our community and also worldwide. So if you're interested in knowing about those sorts of things, you can follow us. And again, that's E, capital E, announcements.
Thanks for watching. See you soon.